you have that seat, and your GM says, in 2 draft classes, I've assembled a team that's ready to play for a Super Bowl. I think I deserve a check raise. What do you say to him?
Pay that man. Deion Sanders' voice. Pay that man. Gotta pay him, man. In 2 years, the rebuild. My entire team in 2 years.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington football team. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Steps away. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now this time he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
By number 6.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it hate, watch it work.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Make sure you're better blockers, find those guys, and get in that direction.
They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Take it at about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A first down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Room to run past midfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. Check 13, check 13. Yeah, baby, yeah.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
36, 36, come on. Here we go, here we go. Check, check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 57 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Hey, here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Kill. Switch.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Check 99. 2nd and 15. Throwing left side, it's complete.
The pass.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In your face. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. SOS. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Slam. Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Check out, under 10.
Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. 29 is the money.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, he pulls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes this Washington 31, Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down now. It's Henry. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Titans.
Check nickel. Check 52.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Shoot. Check.
They'll run it again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
6-man. Check girls, check girls.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Samson Abukum able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Tennessee.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
The pass.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown,
Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Oh, you got D? 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Let's go, rookie.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Titans 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pour out one for the set, boy, until there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Switch up. 53 for Mike.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
2nd and 11. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete this to Gibson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 39. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you draft that?
I love it.
I got dogs.